So the pattern you were following before you decided to shift into your new identity, and I'm looking at cycle breakers, ADHDers, autistics, neurodivergents, these people who saw the cycle of abuse in their own family system and decided to break it. Yeah, so you have fully broken that pattern. That's what I'm hearing is coming through. And maybe you're still struggling with the echoes of that pattern playing out, in unexpected ways. Like I woke up with this sad song this morning in my head about my specific loss. And I didn't really choose that, even though I'm fully in my new identity. There's still pieces of the past that come through when when I'm not really looking for it. And it's still it can be reduced to input pretty much. Just imagine you're just being led through whatever this is as a human, as God, as each other, as a specific space of awareness. And you were on this pattern and you broke free of the pattern, and now you can see the pattern, but the pattern is still, I guess, trying not to die. And I'm hearing that you have to be pattern free for a while. So stop looking for a new one, if that makes sense. Because the old programming, the pattern seeking behavior is still running on the old program, and you're not really that practiced at looking at evidence of your new life yet. You'll get there, but it isn't through force. That's the whole point. So you have to let yourself let the pattern reveal itself, and it is safe to detach right now. You have your foot on this gas pedal of integration, right? You can go fast or slow, and fast might be uncomfortable. It might be too much. Like I was just saying to somebody else who has an addiction problem, and it's totally revolving around worthiness. And he's an artist, and he's a really, brilliantly creative person. But he has to titrate goodness. Otherwise, his body rejects it for now. It won't always, but for now. And this is just, basically nervous system regulation. I don't know. Let's see what the cards have to say. So this is one. You get to play. I'm hearing you need to play more. You get to play as God. If you're going to be, we have the Chariot, a God in a human body, you're here to play. I've got Chariot, Four of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. I'm getting that you're still automatically going into work mode, even though I'm feeling like something might have happened that might have given you evidence that, for the first time, maybe even forever, solid evidence that your dreams are coming closer and closer, and like you're wanting to work more than you really need to. The type of work that doesn't feel like play, the type of work that feels like you have to break free from it, right? And this is the Four of Pentacles is a bit of a scarcity card, a bit. It could be also that he's responsible with his finances, but I think that he looks scared to let things go, and he's got his feet stepping on his money, like, don't let it get away from me. He looks very scared. And then this is probably due to, like, even though you break free of this generational pattern and you start to change shit for your family line, your bloodline, it doesn't really mean that just because you did it doesn't mean there's not going to be more shadow work and more emotional landscape to deal with. The cups deal with the emotional body, and this is overflowing, And this represents all. It could see there's little drops like tears. So grieving, right on the other side of grieving is immense gratitude. You know, when you're so happy you cry. In your body, it feels the same. When you kind of, you know, remove the story, set the story over here, compartmentalize the story a bit, and you feel the physical feeling of grief, you know, like you can't help but cry, and joy or gratitude when like you hear a piece of music that just brings it out of you, or a movie, you know, a specific movie scene. In your body, it will feel like a swelling. So a heart chakra, confirmation, a heart chakra opening, also a throat chakra. I got death and two of wands. Death is endings. So your ego death, probably, you know, with cycle breaking comes ego death. Because part of you did get something out of playing that part in the cycle, even though you were victimized and re-victimized and re-victimized, probably really, you know, really harshly, if you're anything like me, which you probably are since you're listening to this, you know, dealing with heinous psychic crimes. Like, that part of you, that suffering wants to live on, even though it sucks. You know what I mean? Like, because it's part of your body. It's part of your neurology. It's part of your nervous system, even though, you know, it doesn't serve you anymore. You've decided that. There's some grief there, but there's also you not betraying yourself anymore. That is the whole basis of your new identity, is that you are no longer self-betraying. So maybe a part of you is like, well, I want that intensity though, and I want that magic feeling, and that kind of like redemption arc feeling. And that's not, you're still gonna have all the full range of emotional experience. Just the story will be different. And maybe, you know, your body, talking to your body, actually, I've been talking to my body, like, getting into a meditative state. So closing my eyes, laying down, and making sure that, you know, like my kids aren't going to run up and jump on me or whatever. So like I can really kind of clear that layer of thought. And then I'm asking my body, wherever I have chronic pain, chronic shit, like I talk to myself like I'm a little girl, like, hello, sweet baby. I love you. I can feel you. Thank you for showing up. What can I do to help you feel better? Or I name it, like I feel you, neck. What can I do to help you reduce this pain, or help you feel more open, or what are you trying to tell me? And like the first thing that comes up, I answer it and I say it out loud. Oh, water. Even if it doesn't make sense. Like the other day it was like chocolate chips, and I was like, okay. And like my body is starting to feel safe in my vocal energy, my vocal, you know what I mean? Like talking to myself. Because when you self-betray, you do stop trusting yourself, and you don't start, you give yourself less and less good and more of the, it's sort of like a self-punishing, self-perpetuating thing, which lines you up perfectly with people who are the opposite, like exploitative, externalizers. But anyways, talking to your body, I'm hearing talk to your body. Talk to your body like that. What do we have? The Fool and the Devil coming up. So, ooh, I like this. You're somebody that's dealt with SI or an attempt. And yeah, maybe even that specific part of you does not want to die, because that specific part of you helped protect you, you know, seemingly from the psychic attacks. Because if you could just say to yourself, well, if I just went away, I wouldn't have to deal with any of this anymore, and I could evolve into a butterfly or a cockroach or whatever else I wanted to become, something not of this world. But it's like the same part of you that was saying that kind of thing to yourself, your mind, is also this part that is innocent and so free, because this is what you've wanted, is freedom. So I'm going to go into a part 2 since we're running low on time.